Welcome back. How is your project coming along? I hope you had an opportunity to try out some of the code. This lesson, we're going to be updating and tweaking and having a win condition. So keeping it at only dealing out the 8 cards. And we can see that sometimes whenever we're only dealing out the 8 cards, we almost have a winner here. So player 1 is lost and they're pretty much out of the game. And if we do one more attack, we're going to see that player 3 is now out of the game. So we should have a clear condition and checking to see if player 8 is winning. So we need to have a full count of how many cards are in total. So let's create a global object. We can call it total. And then as we build out the array, we can increase the number of total. So when we build out our deck of cards, so we know how many cards are in total. And that means that we can also look for the number of cards and see if one player has that many cards equal to that number of cards, and then we know that they've won the game because they actually have all of the cards. So where we're building the deck, and every time we add a new card, we can increase the total by 1. So this will give us the total number of cards that we've dealt out, and basically a total number of cards that are available. So over here, where we're checking and we're outputting if the player has lost, we should also run a win condition here, meaning that if a player has the deals length is equal to total, so we'll do a quick check here. If deals length is equal to total, then that player has actually won. So we can set the inner HTML for that player to be equal to winner. And this is where we can also run the restart function. And if this is not true, then we can go ahead and we can do as we've done before, where we update and we add the card information. So let's see what happens. So now whenever we hit attack, you see that we get a clear winner. So we can actually run the win condition because at this point, this player has all of the cards. And we can also output the card's length as well. So there's a little bit more information. And sometimes you do have to kind of play through it a few times just to make sure that everything is working as expected. But now we see we've got winner, 8 cards. So that means that we got all of the cards. And we want to run our win condition here. So let's create a function and we can call it win game. And we're going to run this. So this is what happens when the game is over. And what we need to do at this point is we need to reset some of the options that we've got a clear winner, and we want to reset some of the options. So we want to be able to select the number of players, give the players the ability to restart, and then have all of that functionality once again. So we want to run our button toggle function. That's one of the things that we want to do. We also want to output information. So we can clear this out and looping through, so let x equals 0. And there's a number of ways to do this. So looping through all the players objects again and incrementing x by 1. We'll get the player's inner object and update its HTML. So we can update the information, or we can do winner lost if we wanted to. So deal x length and ternary operator. So if this value is greater than total, then this is the one that's the winner. So we can write winner. We'll make this all uppercase. Otherwise, we can write loser. So we don't have to repeat ourselves. So we can get rid of this winner here. So total cards. So that's what we'll output. And then we'll append to the inner HTML winner or loser and take that message area. And we're going to update that to have inner HTML, select number of players. So we always have that option again to select the number of players. And we might also want to update the query selector, selecting the input element, and we can update the value to equal 3. So it's not, in case that attack round has been set to quite a bit more. So see how that works. So now we've got, and unfortunately, so it has to be equal to. So greater than or equal to total, because of course it's equal to the total. So we've got winner, loser, loser, lost. So all of that information is being output, and we can restart the game. So we've got start again, and we see that we've got a few problems that showed up. So we need to take care of that and do some bug fixing in the upcoming lesson. So now we've got the win game, and we've got to reset some more information here back to its original when we start the game. And so that's maybe something that we do when we start the game, is that we're going to clear out this game area. So coming up, we're going to do some bug fixing on the application.